Wasn't sure. Even coincidence is part of fate's design. I'm not losing it. I'm perfectly sane. What I speak now is the absolute truth, not some childish fantasy. No matter how trivial something may seem, it has the potential to shape the future. Have you heard of the butterfly effect? If not, look it up. The butterfly effect. Then you'll understand how careful you must be. Unfortunately, I didn't understand. If only I had realized how dangerous my actions were, then I wouldn't have lost her. The future wouldn't have turned out like this. But how could I have known? How could I have known that by pressing that button, I would decide the fate of all mankind? Just think about it. The average human perceives just 1% of his environment. Really? We're not nearly as clever as we like to think. We go about our lives oblivious to a million different things that happen around us every day. Even when something catches our eye, our brain forgets it a moment later. Whoa, that was loud. Don't do anything rash. Don't pretend you didn't see that. Pay more attention. The hand of conspiracy was always closer than you thought. Just waiting for the right moment to strike. Confusing start, but probably very important. Ooh, that's kind of pixely. The universe has a beginning, but it has no end. Infinite. Stars too have a beginning, but are by their own power destroyed. History teaches that those who hold wisdom are often the most foolish. The fish in the sea know not the land. If they hold wisdom, they too will be destroyed. It is more ridiculous for man to exceed light speed than for fish to live ashore. This may also be called God's final warning to those who rebel. And there's the title. Now I'm hoping that I disabled the voiceover, but maybe not yet. Oh no, I didn't. Can I change that? Is there no button to... Alright, hold on. Guess I should have checked that first. Okay, here goes another try. Okay, this time... that's fine. Okay. Okay, here it is. I don't want this. I hate having to wait for that. Okay, that seems fine. Did that save? Okay, good. Cool. Does this work? Did that quick load? Nope. Oh my god, stop doing that. Backspace, start. Hopefully I can skip that. Okay, cool. Alright, there we go. Hey, what are you mumbling about? There's no sound from the phone against my right ear, only silence. I'm baking in the summer sun. Sweat slowly slides down my chin and drips onto the asphalt. Okarin? Erto Okarin! The girl is standing in front of me. She calls my name with an inquisitive tilt of her head. We are about to infiltrate deep into the enemy territory, yet despite the imminent risk of death, there is no hint of tension on her innocent childlike features. I cover my phone's mouthpiece and turn to the girl with an index finger to my lips. You talking to someone? I nod and put my phone back to my ear. Still, no sound from the other side. My contact is wise to maintain silence. The whole area could be bugged. No, I was just talking to someone. Everything's fine. I'm about to infiltrate the assembly hall. Still no reply. Looks like they just want my report. It's too dangerous to waste time talking here anyway. Yeah, Dr. Nakabachi got the jump on us, but I'll make sure he tells us everything. What? The organization is already on the move? I open my eyes wide to match the shocked tone. What organization? The girl turns towards me in surprise. I sigh, shaking my head as I rub my temples. I see, so that's the choice of the Steins gate. El Sai Congru. I speak the parting words, then pocket my cell phone. Steins gate, some will know it as fate. To others, it is the will of God. You can count on one hand the people in this world aware of its true nature. In any case, we should begin the infiltration. I advance towards Radikan, who is just across the street from the train station. Of course, this is enemy territory. I can't just stride through the front door like an average person. I bypass the elevators and escalators and head to the 8th floor by the stairwell. I only make it to the 7th floor before I have to stop and rest. Who was that on the phone? The girl, Shina Mayuri, immediately resumes our conversation. She followed me all the way here and she isn't even short of breath. I, on the other hand, am gasping for air with my hands on my knees. Who would have thought an 8-story building would be so tall? I turn to Mayuri while wiping the sweat from my brow. Rintaro says, if I told you, I'd have to kill you. Oh wow, thanks Okarin, says Mayuri. Mayuri smiles happily and doesn't pry any further. As always, she is quick to understand my position. We've known each other since we were both little. Mayuri is 16, 2 years younger than me, so she's more like a little sister than a typical childhood friend. I've been looking out for her as long as I can remember. I used to hope that Mayuri might become the key to Steins Gate, but now I've reconsidered. I don't want that terrible fate for her. She should live a normal life. That is my present wish. Okay, but I don't know what the Steins Gate is. Not really they're just saying a lot of things and I'm going to have to try to retain it, but it's going to be hard. We continue to the 8th floor and enter the assembly hall. In front of us stands a cheap-looking stage with a podium and a sign reading Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine Press Conference. Time Machine? Maybe that's what it is. Okarin, Okarin. Mayuri insists on calling me Okarin. Oh, so that's my name. Got it. But it's neither my real name nor my code name. Oh. It's just one of those annoying nicknames people use. That's an interesting nickname. How many times do I have to tell you? Don't call me Okarin. Huh? But I've always called you that. That was then. I have since become Huin Kuyoma, the insane mad scientist hunted by the secret organizations the world over. Mwahaha! Well, that's too hard to remember. In any case... Got a tip? Alright. In any case, Hyoin Kyoma is my true name. Okay, that sounds important. Try to remember that. And besides, it doesn't even sound like Okabe Rintaro. You're weird. Cease your foolish laughter. Okabe Rintaro may be my real name, but I've rejected it, for it is stupid. And also, I hate the derivative Okarin. Come on, it sounds like that elf boy's blue pipe thing. What elf? What? So, Okarin, can I ask you something? In one ear and out the other. She's been calling me that for 5 years now, so maybe it's time to give up. Oh, hey guys. Apparently the anime is based off of this game. It's based off the true ending for this game. So I don't even know if I'm gonna get the true ending. I'm playing totally blind, so I have no idea what's gonna happen. She's been calling me that for 5 years now, so maybe it's time to give up. What are we doing here? Wait, you followed me here without knowing why? Yep. I haven't even watched the anime or really consumed any media for it, so I don't know what's going on. It'll be interesting, hopefully. It's gotten good ratings, so I have my hopes up. She nods without dropping her smile. We're here for Dr. Nakabachi's press conference. We're standing in the assembly hall on the 8th floor of Radicon. Radicon? It is here that the conference will be held. Oh, you don't? I mean, I've heard about it a lot. I know Zach suggests it a lot, but I've never actually watched it. But this is going to be I guess I'll just go straight to the source material for this and finally look into it. So far I know there's something to do with the time machine at least that's what this conference is about. Anyway, Dr. Nakabachi is an inventor. He appears on TV from time to time and has a few patents under his belt, but mostly he is treated as a curiosity. Press conference? But where are the reporters? Mayuri's right. I've scanned the entire hall, but there's no one here who looks like a reputable reporter or cameraman. There are only about 10 of us standing in the hall, including me. Considering Nakabachi's moderate media presence and the fact that he claims to have invented a time machine, I would have expected more. Could this be the organization working its twisted influence? They keep talking about an organization. What's going on with that? Oh, okay, so you have heard of it. You just never actually saw it. Okay, cool. You can join me on my journey. And if you can't watch it all live, there's always the VODs too. I twist my lips into a sneer. I thought that Nakabachi was like me, a scientist fighting to overthrow the organization. But this press conference suggests other motives are at work. Our enemies won't miss this chance. I prefer not to get wrapped up in his mess. Nevertheless, I'm interested in what he has to say. That's why I'm here, blowing an afternoon of my precious summer holiday. Mayuri ponders my utterance for a while before finally turning her head. You wrapped something? Is it his birthday too? Hee hee hee. I let out a sigh. Mayuri is known to not only make bad jokes, but to laugh at them too. She's always been special. Keep your guard up, Mayuri. I suspect this won't be a normal Something's happening. I didn't even finish my sentence. Are we under attack? Are they trying to fry our brains with electromagnetic waves? Can I click these? No, I can't. I'm guessing there's a way to check tips, but I don't know how to do that yet. Dust falls from the ceiling as the floor shakes. We're definitely under attack. It's coming from above, but we're on the top floor. And all that's above is the roof. An earthquake? Is it magnitude 2? What does magnitude mean again? Thanks, Mayuri. No time to deal with Mayuri's confusion. Something is not right about this. I bolt out of the conference hall and run up the stairs to the roof, ignoring the no trespassing signs in my way. The door is open. Upon closer inspection, I realize the door's lock has been broken. I open the door and see a billowing cloud of black smoke. There's some kind of phosphorescent dust sparkling in the air. Ooh, that's cool. An explosion? I can't believe it. Was it really an explosion? My heart's racing. Damn, I don't know what to do. Should I run away? But why an explosion? Terrorists? No, I think we might have tried it, but it was very confusing. But maybe this will be easier to follow. I don't know. No, that doesn't fit. I mean, how do you explain that? What the? A strange machine is sitting in the middle of the roof. It's huge, maybe 3 meters tall, and it looks kind of like a satellite. Did that thing cause the shaking just now? Who put it here? Was it Dr. Nakabachi? Is this part of his presentation? Impossible. If that was the case, how the hell would he get it up here? My head is bursting with questions. As I search for the courage to approach the machine, a throng of reporters and building staff burst into the rooftop. They look just as confused as I am. Please, stay back everybody, says a woman. And then a woman, who I assume is a staff member, appears to wave us back. The press conference will proceed as scheduled. Is she trying to hide something? Her response was unusually quick, almost like she's trying to keep me away from that device. I've got a nose for conspiracies, and this stinks of a cover-up. What are they hiding? What was that explosion? I want to know. But I shouldn't risk getting any closer. I turn and leave. But not because I'm scared or anything like that. Staff members lead us all back to the 8th floor. Mayuri is nowhere to be seen. She's not even in the event hall either. I find her on the 7th floor. Several capsule toy machines are lined up next to a plate reading Birthplace of the Japanese PC. She's gazing upon them with a wistful look. I breathe a sigh of relief and take out my phone. It's me. I've got a bad feeling about this. Something's happening and I don't have any idea what it is. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I won't do anything to jeopardize the mission. El Sai Kongru. After I speak the words and hang up, I'm able to wipe the sweat from my forehead. My sweat is cold. Half of me hopes that something will happen. The other half fears the same thing. I put away my phone and look back at Mayuri. She's still staring at those capsule toys. She doesn't seem to be worried about the explosion at all. Whew! Cold sweat, dude. Okay, fine. Maybe I'll do more of that. Good suggestion. I can't decide if she's level-headed or just airheaded. What are you doing? Hmm? Well, I really want an Upa. Just as I thought. Mayuri points to a capsule machine. The sign on the front says Rainet Kakuru 3D Character Doll Series. Rainet Kakuru is a popular anime series with its own card game spin-off, Rainet Axis Battlers. They even hold international tournaments. Upa is the series' mascot character. It kind of resembles an elliptical egg with limbs sticking out like some kind of deformed dog. Yeah, I really like the art, and her eyes are very pretty. I don't remember anyone looking like that in any anime screenshots I've seen, so... It's what they call an ugly cute character. High school girls find these creatures adorable for some reason. Last year, an ugly frog character was the rage. Its name escapes me, though. Then, go for it. I can't guarantee you'll get an Upa, though. Because that's how those damn capsule machines get you. Mayuri gives me a troubled smile. But Mayushi's all out of 100 yen coins. Who's Mayushi? Mayushi is what Mayuri calls herself sometimes. Okay, thank you for telling me. According to her, it's supposed to have a star at the end, like Mayushi with a star. Cool. I'm the ugly cute character. But who really cares? So, can I borrow 100 yen, please? She holds her hands out with a look like a begging puppy. She looks like she was planning this from the very start. Well, at least she didn't say gimme. Do you think it's that easy, Mayuri? You'll get no money from me. Instead, I'll show you just how harsh life really is. I pull out a 100 yen coin, set it into the machine slot, and then spin the lever. Ah. Ah. I open the capsule and take out the contents. Mayuri leans forward eagerly to see what I got. It's an Upa! And it's metal! A metal Upa! Is it rare? Super rare! While I examine the metal Upa, a boy who was watching us tries his luck on the same Rainet machine. Ah, a normal Upa. He looks at my metal Upa in resentment. I turn to see Mayuri's sparkling eyes also fixed on the Upa. Hey, high school girl, you're acting like a little kid. I give this creature of metal to you, Mayuri. Honestly, I don't want it. Really? Are you sure, Okarin? The name's Hoen Kyoma. Ehehe, thank you, Okarin. Dots. Is she doing it on purpose? Thank you all for coming to... Oh, this is a presenter talking. Thank you all for coming to Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine press conference. I hear the announcement from the floor above. Sounds like they're starting. I head to the stairs, but Mayuri doesn't follow. What a name indeed. Let's go, Mayuri. Hoen? Just a sec. Gotta write my name. She's preoccupied with the metal Upa. I go on ahead. Are we going to be separated for some reason? Another explosion? Without further ado, I'm pleased to introduce the inventor, Dr. Nakabachi. Please welcome him with a big round of applause. Oh wait, there's actual clapping. There is? Hopefully it doesn't lag too much. Dr. Nakabachi enters to sparse applause. He walks up to the podium. He's already wearing a frown. For some reason... Oh really, you can't? It was very... No, right now there's nothing playing. It was very, quiet. I'll turn off the sound. Let's see if that fixes anything. But right now there's no sound playing right now. Okay. He's already wearing a frown. For some reason, I can feel his irritation from here. I am Dr. Nakabachi. Thank you all for coming. Nakabachi takes the microphone and begins to speak, his voice brimming with confidence. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to begin my theory of time travel, the greatest scientific breakthrough of the century. Did he really build a time machine? Mari appears after writing her name on the Metalupa. She's a bit late in more ways than one. What did she think a time machine presentation would be about? I take another look around the room. There are about 20 people now, including us, but still no media presence to speak of. So is this the extent of Dr. Nakabachi's fame? No one believes that he invented a time machine. I was interested in what he had to say, true, but my expectations were no higher than the rest of the onlookers. And a good thing they weren't. As he proceeds to explain his time machine design, my curiosity quickly turns to disappointment, then anger. Yeah, it does. Doctor! My roar silences Nakabachi and draws the eye of every person in the room. Do you take us for fools? Who the hell are you? Who the hell am I? Someone who knows you for a fraud, that's who. You stole your theory from John Titor, and you call yourself an inventor? So, someone throw that man out. You're the one who we should throw out, Doctor. Have you no shame? Have you no right? You have no right to call yourself an inventor. Shut your mouth, you little pest. Just then, someone grabs my arm from behind. Quite convinced there's an official here to throw me out, I turn around to glare him down. Unhand me, you... Huh? It's a girl about my age. Her intense stare seems to challenge me. I take a step back. Her face looks somehow familiar. Where have I seen her before? We haven't met, but I know her face. It's Maki's Kurisu. Kurisu? A few days ago, my friend Daru showed me a magazine article titled Girl Genius Gives Lecture in Akihabara. The article was about a 17-year-old girl who had just graduated from an American university. Her thesis was even published in a major scientific journal. Girl Genius, Makise Kurisu. I recognize the stubborn-looking girl from her photograph. She's even wearing the exact same scowl. What business could such a genius have with me? She takes a quick look around the room and then turns back to me with a stern expression. Could you come with me for a moment? What's with that attitude? She's obviously not staff, and there's no way about that the Makize Kurisu would be working with someone like Dr. Nakabachi. This is not Honey Pop. Maybe one day though. Yeah, I mean, it's because they're all kind of looking to the side. I don't know, it's the art style. I'm digging the color though. The color is really cool. Which means, no. You're with the organization? Huh? If their tendrils have gotten this far, then I've made a grave mistake. Stop fooling around and come with me. My outburst has already attracted too much attention. Nakabachi, in particular, looks like he wants to rip my head off. It must be mortifying to be exposed as a fraud by a bright young man like myself. Yeah, but we're not too excited for that. Anyway, I mustn't draw any more attention to myself. If the organization gets wind of my presence here, it could endanger Mayuri, to say nothing of these ignorant civilians. I let Makize Kurisu lead me out of the assembly hall. Try anything and people are sure to notice. What will your superiors say then? What are you talking about? She glares at me, quite fiercely at that. Oh, good luck, man. Is that your last midterm? I think it is, if I remember correctly. Attractive though she may be, there is no innocence in her eyes. A beautiful agent, unmatched in cruelty. My heart beats in exhilaration from the danger. Looks like chaos really does get my blood pumping. I just need to ask you something. What makes you think I'll answer? I know how the organization operates. What's with this organization stuff? Instead of answering, I take out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. I've been caught by an organization agent. Yes, it's Makize Kurisu. She's a dangerous one. No, it's fine. I'll find a way to... Isn't that compressed? Kurisu suddenly snatches the phone from my hand. What skill? I didn't even have time to react. What are you doing? Huh? Your phone's off. My phone's off? God, I'm such a loser. Who are you talking to? Her eyes pierce deep into my soul. I quickly look away. She's good. Is she trying to attack my sense of identity in order to cause a mental break? Recover. This isn't the way to sway me. Your techniques don't work on me, but I'll tell you anyway. That's no ordinary phone. It's designed to deactivate the moment it leaves my hand. Such measures are necessary to maintain secrecy, and I know things that could get me killed. I quickly retrieve my phone and wipe the cold sweat off my forehead. Whew, that was close. So, you talk to yourself. Gah. This is bad. Ordinary methods don't work on Makize Kurisu, the genius girl. On the contrary, she's the one psyching me out. Damn. Looks like I'll have to make a tactical retreat. If I can just find an opening. Suddenly, Kurisu steps up to me with a serious expression. Looks like the same expression as normal. She stares right at me, her huge eyes blazing with the strength of will. Such fire. I can't look away. Could someone with such pure eyes really be an organization agent? What were you trying to tell me earlier? Earlier? What are you talking about? About 15 minutes ago, before the conference started. Nonsense. This is the first time we've met. I was with Mayuri and that Upa toy 15 minutes ago. You were trying to tell me something, right? You looked really upset. Is this a trap? It does seem like one of the organization's dirty tricks. But would this girl do something that underhanded? You look like you're going to start crying any second. Why? Have we met before? She seems sincere. That makes her even more suspicious. That's right. Don't let her beauty fool you. She's a cold, calculating secret agent. If I show the slightest vulnerability, I'm done for. And how do you know my name? My knowledge has no limits. I'm a mad scientist after all. Genius girl, our next meeting shall be as enemies. Huh? Farewell! I got that water ready. I'm gonna be drinking a lot of it. This will basically be an audiobook at this rate. I spin around and take off down the stairs, ignoring her call to stop, like I'd listened to the enemy. Damn the organization. They must be serious if they're sending in agents like her. I run all the way down to the 4th floor and check behind me. Once I'm convinced Makize Kurisu is not tailing me, I sigh while rubbing my temples. But I can't let them capture me yet. Well then, what do I do now? My mission was to attend the conference and to evaluate Dr. Nakabachi's research. Now that I know he's he's a fraud. There's no real point in going back. I guess I'll just go home. Wait, what about the girl? Wait, aren't I forgetting something important? Let's see now. What is it? Is the girl? Yes. Mayuri. Damn, I left Mayuri behind. I knew she'd be a liability. I shouldn't have brought her along. I was trying to prioritize her safety, but got careless.
What?
I'll try calling her for...
Sorry.
It's okay. I'll try calling her first. If she's alright, then I can just have her meet me here. With that thought in mind, I take out my phone and I turn it on. And it rings just as I do. That's a sweet-ass ringtone. For mail, though, it's just gonna keep playing until you answer. Okay, good, cool. An email? It's not just a regular email. There's a video attached. And it's from an unknown address. I open the video file with some trepidation. What's going on? There's nothing but noise. Yep, definitely a virus. It's looking pretty messed. Is this a prank? Or some sort of Nakize Kurisu style attack? Maybe the noise is some sort of make people go crazy frequency. No, wait. I don't remember giving her my mail address. So I'm probably just thinking too hard. I curse myself for being gullible enough to play the video. I have more pressing matters to deal with anyway. Such as... call Mayuri. Apparently. I stop the video and call Mayuri's phone from my address book. Damn it, Mayuri. Why won't you pick up? Looks like I'll have to go back to the assembly hall. But things will get messy if I bump heads with Nakize Kurisu again. Wait, don't tell me. Did that femme fatale kidnap Mayuri? Damn you! Is that how the organization operates? Leaving without Mayuri is not an option. Call me overprotective, but she's really like a little sister to me. And there's a very real danger that she might wander off somewhere the moment I let her out of my sight. Mayuri has always been like that. I never know if she'll be there when I turn to look. In a sense, that's why I became Hoyen Kuyuma. I have to go back to her. Go back for her. The thought of climbing back up to the 8th floor is depressing, but I have no choice. When I get back to the assembly hall, Dr. Nakabachi's conference is just finished. Nobody's on stage and the phony inventor has already left. There are 20 or so members of the audience that are starting to pack up. I soon find Mayuri. She's in the corner, looking lost. Well, at least she wasn't kidnapped. Even better, I don't see Nakize Kurisu anywhere. So it looks like I scared her off. So be it. I'll let her go this time. Still, I keep my eyes peeled as I run up to Mayuri. Oh, she's crying. Mayuri, why didn't you pick up? We're leaving. Oh, Karin, my metal Upa ran away. She turns to me with a forlorn expression. Ran away? What? It's alive? It's a little hard to believe. I think I dropped it. I see, so she was looking for it. Not like it really matters. Forget about it. You can always get another one. No way. Metal Upas sell upwards of 10,000 yen online, you know? Wait, what? That toy was worth that much? Think, Mayuri, where did you drop it? I don't know, that's why I'm looking, and even if we find it, you can't sell it, okay? That 10,000 yen will fund my research! I said you can't sell it, and it even has Mayushi's name on it. Thus begins our search for the metal Upa. Tuturu, Upa, Upa, come out, wherever you are. And Mayuri tries calling its name. I don't know if she truly expects a response. By the way, Tuturu is Mayuri's catchphrase. It means... Actually, I've never bothered to ask what it means. Anyway, the metal Upa is nowhere to be found. Maybe she didn't drop it in the assembly hall, but on the 7th floor landing near the capsule toy machines. Another possibility is that someone with an eye for rare items pilfered it. Just imagining the smug grin on that person's face makes me writhe in envy. What kind of man steals a helpless girl's toy? Is there nothing in his heart but the lust for money? Sounds like you, Okarin. Whoa, wasn't expecting that from your Mayuri. Ah! Huh? What was that? Was that a scream? I think so. Only the presenter and the few other people are left in the assembly hall, including Mayuri and me. Less than half the audience remains. Everyone looks at each other anxiously, startled by the scream. Even I can't suppress the shiver. First the explosion on the roof, now this. What's going on here? Mayuri squeezes my right hand. Mayuri squeezes my hand tight. Stay here, Mayuri. I take a deep breath, prepare myself, and head in the direction of the scream. The echoes lead me down a dark, empty hallway on the same floor. I'm pretty sure it came around from that corner. I crouch down and turn the corner, slowly, keeping my eyes and ears peeled for any sign of danger. And there, at the end of the passage, I see it. There's something on the ground. No. Someone. Motionless. Who is it? The clothes are familiar. It can't be. That looks like the redhead. Oh, and I guess that's how I look. What? Makize Kurisu. Her face is turned away, but I know it's her. The impertinent, genius girl that I just fought with 10 minutes ago is now face down in a pool of bright red blood. She's dead. No, but why? Suddenly, I realize I'm shaking. I want to run. Run away. I shouldn't have come. This is wrong. Someone killed Makize Kurisu. There's no other explanation. Who would do such a thing? There's no one else here. Ooh-wah, says the presenter. I twist around in shock. Some other men have followed me, and every one of them is ghastly pale. They must have seen the body. Call the police! A man cries out in panic. At this, everyone else starts screaming and running away. I follow them, of course. There's absolutely no reason to stay here. Concern for Makize Kurisu is superseded by my instinctive urge to flee. When I get back to the assembly hall, Mayuri is watching for me with tears in her eyes. What happened, Okarin? We're leaving! I grab Mayuri's hand and run. I race down the stairs, trying to drive the image of Kurisu's dead body from my mind. But I can't. The redness of her blood is burned into my mind, more than the sight of the body itself. It's very abrupt death. What? That was my first time seeing a dead body. Is this what it's like? When I realized that she was dead, I felt chilling terror and a surge of nausea. That was all I felt. Fear and disgust. Shouldn't there be something more? I guess I just didn't know her that well. Fire break? Let me know if the sound is okay. If you can barely hear anything, I mean, right now there's nothing playing, but let me know if it's too quiet. Like the game volume, or me even. I finally stop once we get out to the main street, Chuodori. My chest pounds, my breathing labored from running down the stairs at full speed. Hey, what happened? You look really pale. Hold on 1 second. Anyways, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Things are getting a little interesting here. All right. Hey, what happened? You look really pale. Mayuri doesn't seem to comprehend the situation. I guess it's because she didn't actually see the body. She's not even breathing hard. She looks slow, but she's actually pretty fast on her feet. Someone died. Huh? I take several deep breaths. The color of that blood still stains my brain, but I've calmed down a bit. Makize Kurisu is dead, and I still don't know who the killer is. Sirens in the distance. I guess an ambulance will be here soon. Then the police will arrive, and this area will become a crime scene. But for now, the crowd's milling through Akihabara. I have no idea what happened. Everyone's going about their business as usual. The never-ending search for electronics, moe, and porn. Another day in Akihabara. That sounds like a regular day for sure. I'm sure. I've never been there, but according to stereotypes, just another day in Akihabara. I take my phone out of my pocket, perhaps out of reflex. I'm not sure what I plan to do with it. Oh, I know. My friend Daru. I'll tell him what happened just now, since he knows about Makize Kurisu. I suppose it might be disrespectful to the victim, but my adrenaline is pumping. I can't make calm decisions after witnessing something like that firsthand. That's how humans are, after all. We're not as special as we'd like to believe. At the end of the day, we're nothing but dirty, slime-like flesh. Our souls fester like semen left to rot in the womb. What? Where is he going with this? That's how we humans are, apparently. While wallowing in a bit of angst, I begin to type on my phone. Type. Trouble is the subject. Someone stabbed Makize Kurisu. Looked bad. Hope she's okay. Really? I don't know if she was stabbed, but she seems like the most logical explanation given the amount of blood and the absence of a gunshot. On the other hand, I didn't write that she was dead, even though I'm pretty sure she was. I can't exactly explain why I didn't. Ugly text font? I don't know, I guess it's just very old school. Very old school typing. I mean, it is like a really old keypad phone. I don't know. If I had to say, I guess I felt like writing it down would set it in stone. It might make me feel guilty as well. The thought brings a smirk to my face. It's not like I'm the one who killed her. Why should I feel guilty? I just saw someone's death up close, and only a few minutes later, I'm smiling. Am I really that cruel and cold? Well, I am a fiendish mad scientist, so that suits me, I suppose. I finish typing and place my thumb over the send button. And then I press down. Sending. Still sending. Why am I so... Oh, something's happening. What the hell is happening? What? That kind of reminds me of 999. What? Holy shit, everyone's gone. What the hell? At least that's what I'm pretty sure I'm seeing here. There was people here before, now it looks all eerie. What was that? Wait, look around. Oh yeah, I'm definitely empty. I mean, I'm definitely alone. Hey man, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. I'm not really that far in. Yeah, weeb stream, dude. And voice acting. Amateur voice acting as one guy and drinking a lot of water. That's good. I'm guessing it's because it might actually be a hardware limit. I think I need more RAM, like literally, and I can't download anymore, so. This game isn't as demanding, though it is pretty big. Anyway, they're gone. Summer break. Noon. The busiest street in town. Just now, thousands of pedestrians vanished into thin air. I just have a slightly Yeah, just wait for that hee hee hee, dude. It's so feminine. Is this a dream? Am I hallucinating? I don't know. But they're gone. I saw them vanish with my own 2 eyes. No, you didn't. You were looking at your phone. I stand petrified, speechless, and alone on the empty street. Desperate to find someone. Anyone. I look up. And there, at the top of Radicon, sticking out from the 8th floor event hall where we just were, is a crashed satellite. Wait a minute, what the fuck? The thing that exploded? Something's happening here. There's no end, though there's a start, and so it has its own power, it ruins it. I don't think I'm supposed to read all this, it's just stuff happening. Ooh. Sorry about the echo, guys. Hopefully fixed. Cool. Actual intro. I guess that was all just prologue. I'm really digging the music so far in this game. Let me know if it's too loud. Damn it. Stop moving, Mike. I haven't met these people yet. Definitely seen that though. Who is my favorite for this intro? And so far I'm liking Mayuri. I like Mayuri. I don't know, one of them seems very fan servicey. But I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of fan service because this is a visual novel. Or maybe not. Maybe it takes itself very seriously. I have no idea what to expect in this game. Ooh, SSD. I see that. Maybe it's a good price in this world. Steins Gate. Oh, I should have used that to drink more water. Achievement unlocked! Yes! Oh, you guys can't see it, but achievement unlocked. I got the prologue done. I remember this guy. I actually kind of remember this guy's design. Hey, you, can you see us? Won't you answer? I'm asking you a question. Yes, you on the other side of the monitor. Hey, that's me. That's me he's talking to. Your silence only strengthens my hypothesis. I'm not silent, though. My immersion. I suppose that, from your perspective, it appears that we're the ones inside the monitor, but that's where you're wrong. It is you who are inside. Your reality is nothing but lies and shadows. Naturally, that includes you, too. True reality is on the other side, is on this side of the screen. Don't believe me? I don't blame you. Few are those who can handle this truth. My fourth wall. But no matter. I shall speak in simpler terms, easy enough for even you to understand. This is the Future Gadget Laboratory, located in Akihabara district, in the Akihabara district of Tokyo. We call it simply the lab. Our purpose is to shatter the system and to plunge the world into chaos. Really? You shouldn't do bad things, Okarin. Quiet. I'm a mad scientist, remember? From the station, head down to Chiodori until you reach Suehirocho Station, and then take a left onto Kuremebashi Dori. In the alley before the traffic light, you'll find the rundown Ohiyama building. The lab is on the 2nd floor. On the 1st floor is a store of ill repute called the Brown Tube Workshop. You can't miss it. It deals exclusively in CRT monitors, of all things. Interesting. I don't actually know when the time is supposed to be for this. Oh, I just realized there's a guy and a computer on the right side. What the hell? It deals exclusively in CRT monitors of all things. Can you imagine? Even in the heart of Akihabara's Electric Town, the demand for CRTs is practically non-existent. Okay, so it's relatively more modern than CRTs. But the proprietor of the Braun Tube I'm just gonna say Braun Tube Workshop, Tenoji, is also the owner of the building. That's how he can afford to maintain his ridiculously niche hobby shop, even as land value continues to rise. He may seem a rough sort, but he was no match for my charisma. Now the entire second floor is mine for the next to nothing. I digress. The Future Gadget Laboratory is currently experiencing a severe shortage of manpower. We welcome dedicated scientists from all fields to apply. At present, our researchers are... Okarin, you've got to say lab mems, not researchers. Our laboratory members, are 3. I am the founder of the Future Gadget Lab. Lab mem number 001, the insane mad scientist, Hoyin Kyoma. Okarin is cuter though. Next, we have our resident cosplayer and our only female member, Lab mem number 002, Shina Mayuri. Tuturu, call me Mayushi. I like to make costumes more than wearing them. And last, we have our resident Super Haka, Lab mem number 003, Hashira Itaru. Stop calling me that. It's Super Hacker. Duh. Here at the Future Gadget Laboratory, we devote ourselves to the art of invention. For details, see our lab's homepage. Our top priority, of course, is to develop weapons for the war with the Dark Dominion, but that research has spawned a number of offshoot inventions. In fact, that's all it spawned. I don't know what's happening. Is this like happening later? They seem pretty calm for whatever happened. I don't even know who this third character is. Maybe I should have been paying attention to the date on the top left, or was that always there? I don't know. Okay, anyway. Our arsenal of future gadgets is up to 8. But this is just the beginning. I have a total of 108 inventions to create. Like in that tennis manga, right? I get it. No, it's the number of earthly desires and mortals, you at-channel junkie. And I thought I told you not to interrupt me when I'm talking. Yeah, wouldn't want to interrupt you talking to yourself. I'm not talking to myself. Can't you see? I'm talking to the person behind the monitor. Ah, he just grinned. Oh my god, I am grinning. What are you grinning about, damn you? You don't even exist outside that monitor. Just say, don't look at me. I don't think that's going to work. It appears our attempts to communicate have failed. It's sad to see someone so deeply in denial of reality. Maybe they think we're in the game. I doubt it's even occurred to them. But aren't your 2D girlfriends the same way? That's different. Those girls are my wives. Nobody cares about your harem. But Mayushi touched upon a very interesting theme. You know, what if we were actually just characters in a game? Any way we can know for sure? Yeah, I think they might know. Holy. No. Come on. Such questions are meaningless. Our time is better spent thinking of ways to destroy the system. Nice chunibyo, bro. What? I step back from the monitor. What the hell is that? Displayed on the screen is the ugly cute character Alpaca Man. It's Alpaca Man! He's here to save us. Everything is okay now. It's Alpaca Man. This is a game called Alpaca Man 2. Wow, there's 2 of them. They do! They do! I didn't know you were in this game. I didn't know you were in this game, Janice. I don't even know if she's here, but she's missing the best part. Her representation. Where you I'm looking at a desktop wallpaper, and it's Alpaca Man. He's playing a game called Alpaca Man 2. where you speak to Alpaca Man via microphone and watch him react. The game exploded in popularity when it was released 10 years ago, but personally, I find only the ugly part of the ugly cute to be true. What do you guys think? Do it, man. You should make Alpaca Man a reality. What do you guys think? More ugly or more cute? I bought it yesterday. 500 yen used. Headset included. Look at this guy, man. This guy is the lady killer right here. He's got 5 2D girlfriends at the same time. I think it's cute if I just cover the face, you know? Anyway, I turned to Daru with a menacing glare. Oh, this is Daru. Okay, so I wasn't just randomly texting nobody. Shut it, hacker. I'm no Chunibyo patient. What's Chunibyo? Okay, how do I... Oh, is this a menu? Oh, shoot. Oh, I can check things. Can I check my tips? Mailbox? Memories of the self. Weird achievement. How do I... What? This email is still here. Okay, that's messed up. Address book? Where do I see my tips, dude? I can change my wallpaper and phone ringtone and stuff? That is so weird. How does this sound? I'm just like standing in front of this guy and just messing with my phone instead of replying. Alright, how does this sound? It is? Which one is? Village? This one? That's just a really sweet tone, I like it. Wait, these are all like actual tones? Did you think someone was calling you? Damn it! Trolled! I got debated, dude. I was so convinced. Gate of Steiner, let's go. Oh, this is the intro. This is the intro in ringtone form. Ringtone form. Okay, that sounds like something for Nocturnus. I mean, if you mean generic game song, yes. I can see that. Beginning a fight? That's what it currently is. Let's see what it is. This is Nocturnus. AKA generic JRPG. No, this is more like... This feels like Street Fighter. Alright, I don't know which one. I'm gonna pick Village. I like Village. Yeah, what the hell is that? I've never heard of that before. Alright. Change wallpaper. Oh yeah, it looks nice and violent. Let's use that. I'm sure that's relevant. Oh, it's the same thing for male? I'm gonna... Over the sky it. No. You got it wrong. Alpaca Man is my bitch. Also, I got sidetracked. I'm trying to figure out... Okay, how do I close this? I can't figure out how to look at the tips that keep popping up. Alright, whatever. I am Hyoin Kyoma. That's your character's name, right? Oh, Daru. Your communication skills are beyond repair. What is this? No image macro. Yeah, dude. You made me make that rule. I gotta have some order in this chaos, alright? I'll have you know that I go to a ton of offline meets, and I'm always the life of the party. This fat, bespectacled guy is my brother in arms and right-hand man, Hashira Itaru, nickname Daru. He's an hardcore otaku. You can even find... Oh, I missed the tip again. I'll try to click it next time. You can always find him in front of the computer, playing games and watching anime. He sounds really relatable. He has 2D wives. Okay, I don't have that just yet. He has 2D wives on whom he cheats with 3D maids. I don't agree with his preferences, but to him, anything's fine as long as it's moe. Literally unwatchable, dude. It's up to these mods if they want to do their job and delete your image macro. Which they should. It'll be a training session. He's a reliable and skilled partner who brings my ideas to fruition. Despite his insistence that software is his forte, he shows remarkable aptitude with hardware as well. Ow. The needle bit my finger. Come on, Mayuri. Over here, nursing a pricked finger, we have Shina Mayuri, a 16-year-old high school student, if you can believe it. I've known her since we were both small. Why can't I believe it? She's also an otaku. Nowhere near Daru's level, though. This ditzy girl is in charge of the lab's official costume division for women. And today, she's working on costumes at her usual leisurely pace. She's the only woman here, so she's literally just making clothes for herself. Why does the future gadget laboratory need costumes for women? It doesn't. The truth is that Mayuri is completely useless. Okay. Always addressing what I say. Got it. Still, there's no way that I would ever kick her out. After all, she was the first one to join the future gadget laboratory. I still remember the day Mayuri first came to the lab. It was spring. She said to me, "Mayushi is Okarin's hostage. I belong here." Well, that was certainly cryptic. But her offer was my salvation. For she was the first to join me on my magnificent quest. She saved me from a solitary life on the run from the organization. I will never forget her kindness. Mayuri doesn't have to be useful, but her being here is enough. So, did Alpaca Man say anything? Nope. Nothing. Damn Alpaca Man, man. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely unresponsive. So unresponsive that you'd think the game was bugged. You guys gotta make this game in a working way. Actually, I wonder if it's already been made. I feel like it... That girl's face. At first I thought you were talking about Alpaca Man. The human-faced alpaca inside the monitor was completely oh, sorry, I said that. Whatever, I give up. Never again will I play this boring game. Damn antisocial alpaca. I curse his name and smack the TV. And as soon as I do... The TV makes it sound like it's shorted. And the screen goes blank. I change the channel. Nothing. Check the power cable. Nothing. Whack it again. Nothing. I guess it's broken. Damn. This crummy TV is on lease from the Brawn Tube workshop downstairs. It's probably just old. You made Mr. Alpaca angry. Damn, I'll have to get it repaired later. I turn off the TV and lie down on the couch. I'm fed up with the humidity of Japanese summers. I stare at the conspicuous stain on the ceiling while fanning myself. Conspicuous stains. The best kind of stains. I close my eyes. And what naturally comes to mind is that impossible scene that I saw an hour ago. An hour ago? It was only an hour? What the hell? What happened between that time and now? They're gone. As I left Radicon, everyone vanished before my eyes, and I can't explain it. It wasn't just the people on the street. The people in the stores, gone. In the restaurants, gone. Even the cars vanished, drivers and all. And it all happened in a blink of an eye. Suddenly, an empty city spread before me. I could still hear the music from the stores, but those catchy melodies were the only sounds of life remaining. Heat was rising from the asphalt in waves, but I felt only a cold chill down my spine. I stood there, breathless, until... What's wrong? Mayuri's voice brought me back to reality. Mayuri hadn't disappeared. She was right there, looking at me with questioning eyes. Everyone just disappeared right now, right? Huh? You saw it too, right? Just now, before our very eyes. Panic took hold as the enormity of what just happened struck me. Unable to control myself, I grabbed Mayuri by her slender shoulders and shook her. Did you see it, Mayuri? You saw it, right? Huh? Mayuri's head flopped back and forth from my shaking. I didn't see anything. You didn't? I stopped shaking her and looked straight into her eyes. She returned my gaze with eyes clear as glass marbles. You saw nothing. Nothing at all. There were people here a second ago, weren't there? There were? Even the store employees are gone. That's impossible by any measure. Of course they are. Her reply didn't make any sense. It was like this when we got here. Oh, I know. You're seeing things, aren't you? I'm sure it's because of the heat. Tuturu! How could she laugh at a time like this? I always thought she was a bit strange, but maybe her brain is actually broken. I realized that she couldn't help me. With nowhere else to turn, I looked up at the bright blue sky. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright. Eyebrows looked like ripped tape. Okay, I gotta see them again when I see it. There wasn't a cloud in sight. The scorching summer sun shone bright through the gaps between Akiba's buildings. Naturally, my eyes drifted to the top floor of Radican, where I had just been a moment before. This weird satellite thing crashed in the wall that no one's thinking about. There it was. An enormous machine, like some kind of satellite, embedded in the roof of the building where, not 5 minutes before, I had found Makize Kurisu's body in a pool of blood. What happened to her? Just before everyone disappeared, I could have sworn I heard an ambulance siren. Makize Kurisu might still be in that dark, narrow passageway, cold, bloody, and alone. The thought disturbed me, but the question at the forefront of my mind was, what the hell is that satellite doing there? Right before Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, the building shook like a bomb had exploded. The roof door lock had been broken, and beyond it, someone had placed a satellite-like machine, shrouded in smoke and glowing dust. When I first saw it, the satellite was on the rooftop. That's not what I was seeing now. The satellite had penetrated the top floor of the building, obliterated the room where Dr. Nakabachi's press conference had been held. It must have fallen out of orbit without burning up in the atmosphere. Somehow. I knew it was crazy, but what other explanation could there be? The real question was, when did that happen? Mayuri, about that satellite. Yep, what a surprise, huh? What do you mean, what was a surprise? I guess they kind of look like tape. I don't know, it's just not too much, but I can see what you're saying. It's ripped tape. It made a huge kaplow sound. A huge kaplow? It certainly did make a sound. But I don't think it was kaplow. I would say it's more like a zzz. That satellite fall out of the sky. Did it? Do you think any aliens were on board? Had I lost my mind? What I had seen didn't match at all with what Mayuri was saying. Suddenly, nothing seemed real. Had I dreamt it all? Hey, you two! Just then, a uniformed policeman ran up to us, his expression stern. What do you think you're doing here? This area is off limits. You have to leave. We're sorry. First, my good man, let's call you Officer A. I have one question. Officer A? Thousands of people just vanished. You saw it too, didn't you? What are you talking about? Get out of here. I was quickly losing confidence in my own memories. I decided to tell him about Makize Kurisu and get him to call an ambulance, but before I could... Look, I don't have time for your nonsense. The policeman took me by the upper arm and said, yeah, the original dub's in Japanese, but I wanted to voice over everything, so I disabled it. I'm sure there's a lot of playthroughs with it already just playing, but then I would have nothing to say or I'd have to talk over them, so there's no point in having it on. No one got stabbed at Radikan. What? How can you say that with such certainty? While I was still trying to comprehend the situation, the policeman forcefully led us away. New tip. How do I clicked and skipped something. Alright, whatever. Give up on that. There were people at UPX like usual. Actually, there were far more people than usual. The place was packed. Just as Officer A had said, Chuodori had been blockaded by police, so nobody could enter. There was nothing we could do, so we headed back to the lab. And that brings us to the present. I'm baffled. Did the whole hour since the beginning of Nakabachi's presentation really happen? I check online for any news. The net is buzzing about the mysterious machine that crashed into Radikan. All of the major stations in Tokyo, even TOTV, are running special bulletins about it. Fortunately, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt, but Chuodori is still closed off. Akihabara Station is jammed with reporters and curious onlookers. Nobody has mentioned anything about the disappearance of thousands of people from Akiba's streets, nor about Makize Kurisu's murder. It's all a mystery. A mystery? I see. So that's it. From the sofa, I spring to my feet, a wide grin on my face. Daru and Mayuri turn and stare. This is all an elaborate cover-up by the organization. Their influence has corrupted local law enforcement, which means our entire government may already be under their control. My God. But they underestimated me, for I'm not so easily played. One day I will expose their deeds and put an end to their reign. Having come to a satisfactory conclusion, I take a celebratory bottle of Dr. P, my favorite soda. I wonder what that is. From the fridge. The lab has no air conditioning. Ice cold drinks are essential. Elixir Intellectualis. A drink fit for a genius. Cola's better. Okaran really loves his Dr. P. That sounds really gross. I pity the man who knows not the greatness of this beverage. Mwahahaha. Step through the curtain dividing its center, and you'll enter the heart of the future gadget laboratory, the development room. Just as the name implies, this is the room where we develop future gadgets. Needless to say, it is strictly off limits to outsiders. Yes, I know the setup is cheap. I would much rather have an airlock than a curtain, but our research budget is already scraping the bottom of the barrel. Besides, what's important isn't money, it's ambition. I poke Daru and bid him to follow me into the development room. All of the windows here are weather stripped with packing tape, so it's dim and hot, almost like a sauna. I've been wanting to buy an air conditioner for the lab, but there's no money for that. We're currently accepting donations. Upon entering the development room, I pick up the lab coat that's lazily draped on the chair and put it on. I always wear a lab coat in the development room, for practical reasons as well as symbolic ones. Daru, however, refuses to wear his. Putting it on and taking it off is apparently too much trouble for him. He can't be bothered to do anything that doesn't interest him. It's men like him who give our generation a bad name. His lab coat, purchased for my own pocket money, I might add, just sits on the shelf. It's never been worn and probably will never be. Daru? Is the plan progressing smoothly? What plan? Daru gives me a blank look. I sigh and turn his attention to the table in the middle of the room. Sitting majestically on top of the table is a commercial-grade microwave oven. It is significantly larger than newer home models. The plan, as in the plan, obviously, that I'm talking about, is perfecting gadget number 8. Oh, that. How was I supposed to know that's what you meant? We've known each other for what, 3 years now? We went to high school together, and now we're going to the same university. We shared an inseparable bond, like prison cellmates. He's only been a lab member for 2 months, though. We were in different classes junior high. Actually, we didn't talk at all, so 2 years. Details. The point is, we've known each other for a long time, and I expect you to keep up with me here. Nope. Awkward silence. Man, all I wanted to do was have one of those cool cryptic conversations where we talk about plans and preparations and other important sounding stuff, but no one knows what it means except us. Shot down again. So, are we any closer to figuring out what happened with gadget number 8? Not yet. So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory... Oh wait, no one's talking. So far, the Future Gadget Laboratory has completed a total of 8 inventions. As I explained to Alpaca Man, the lab's primary goal is to develop weapons for the war against the Dark Dominion, led by the organization that rules the world from the shadows. At present, we haven't completed any inventions of the sort. On the contrary, we haven't even figured out what we should make. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious future-ish gadgets as a byproduct of our research. Yeah, this is like literally our crappy design. I wonder if it's an actual... I wonder if anyone's actually made this URL and made it legit. Whew, alright. But along the way, we have managed to create some ingenious futurist gadgets as a byproduct of our research. It is a fundamental truth of science that great inventions are often created by accident. In other words, serendipity. Allow me to introduce our glorious future gadgets. Gadget number 1, the Bit Particle Gun. Gadget number 2, the Bamboo Helicam. Gadget number 3, could this be Ora Ora? Ora Ora Ora? Gadget number 4, Mode Snake. Gadget number 5, once again, I've made a worthless object by Goemon. Gadget number 6, the Scialoom Saber. Gadget number 7, Ghost in the Ball. They can all be seen on the website Daru made, so feast your eyes upon the product of a mad scientist genius. Anyway, our current problem is the future of gadget number 8. The Phone Wave. Name subject to change. Phone Wave is a pretty weak name, so I've added name subject to change to the end until we come up with something better. For the record, it was Mayuri's idea, not mine. When a future gadget is completed, all 3 of us discuss what to name it. I prefer names based on mythology, or names with hidden meanings that need extra explanation to understand. Daru thinks my naming style is too ridiculous. He just doesn't have a passion for words like I do. Mayuri can't be bothered to remember difficult names. She says they don't fit in her head. And so, our opinions on gadget names are always split. But I digress. The Phone Wave, name subject to change, is in short a remote-controlled microwave. You put food into the microwave before you leave, then on your way back, call the attached cell phone to start the heating process. Voila, hot food ready for your arrival. Wait, that just sounds like a microwave. It's just a microwave. So basically, it's a piece of junk. A few days ago, however, we discovered that Phone Wave, name subject to change, has a second unintended capability. Our brave, or possibly just ditzy, Mayuri had made it her daily routine to heat some frozen fried chicken by remote control. Long story short, she was defrosting her beloved juicy chicken number 1, as usual, when the unexpected happened. The chicken came out more frozen than when she'd put it in. The microwave refroze the chicken. Since then, Daru and I have been searching for the cause. We tried copying what Mayushi did, but we just can't reproduce the freezing phenomenon. A freezing microwave. And when we tried to freeze a banana, it turned out really weird. I just don't get it. Daru, now looking completely fed up with the heat, starts fanning himself with his shirt. I know what he means by really weird. Let's see if we can't make it happen again. Mayuri! Mayuri, bring forth the bananas! Yes, bring them forth. Are you gonna turn them into gel bananas again? That's been bugging me, Mayushi. Can you stop calling them gel bananas? But gel bananas are gel bananas. I take the bananas from Mayuri and stick the whole bunch into the phone wave. Name subject to change. What a mouthful. Why do you have to use the whole bunch? It's a waste of food. Your stinginess could cost us the battle with the organization. That's fine with me, Mayushi. That's fine with me. Mayushi always buys the bananas, and now Mayushi can't eat a single one. Next time, we'll only do one banana. But I already put the whole bunch in, so I ignore her hungry complaints. The phone wave, name subject to change, is simple to use. It's a microwave with a phone taped on. The number is already in my address book. I just need to call the phone wave. Now, where did I put my phone? I check my pants and coat pockets. Now, where did I put my phone? Why is that looping? It looped 3 times. Alright, cool. Let's press the phone triggers button and call the cell phone and make a call to the phone wave. Name subject to change. It allows to confirm the control settings from Oh, it's telling me to actually open my phone. Got it. That wasn't very clear. Alright, there's my phone. I found it. Cool. Let's talk to phone wave. Call it. Good night. Thanks for coming by. I'm connected. Hello. This is the phone wave, name subject to change. It's the voice of Mayushi Guidance, the system Daru programmed to operate the phone wave. Do you hear Mayushi's voice? Be quiet, I'm trying to listen. You can operate the timer from this menu. After pushing the number button, please enter the heating time in seconds. For example, press number 60 for 1 minute. For 2 minutes, press number 120. I should say pound, not number. Entering the command properly will cause the phone wave name subject to change to function like a normal microwave. Instead, we're going to deliberately mess up and enter 120 pound. 120 pound. That should do it. This method was originally a simple mistake on Mayuri's part, but it somehow starts the freezing process. The phone wave, name subject to change, comes to life. The turntable begins to rotate. Nice turntable, right? It's even spinning backwards. Backwards? I never noticed that. It might have serious implications. If we look at the quantum critical behavior driven by Hund's rule. Yeah, no. Not Hund's rule? No. Okay. The 3 of us wait and stare at the spinning bananas. After 120 seconds pass, the microwave chimes. Mayuri takes the bananas out. Jalbanas are ready. Those are really messed up looking bananas. What the The big bananas have become not bananas, gelatinous blobs coated with a thin membrane. After Mayuri discovered that the phone wave, name subject to change, had a freezing function, we attempted to freeze a bunch of bananas, but this is what happened. It just gets more confusing each time. Daru, you wouldn't mind eating one of these, would you? Of course you wouldn't. It's for science. Your sacrifice will be forever remembered. They look really nasty. The taste doesn't matter. What matters is that if you eat it. So come on, Daru. No need to be shy. Break a leg or a stomach. Go for it. No way. Fine. Mayuri, the honor shall be yours. But gel bananas are all gloopy. I don't even know that was an emote. That's pretty cool. Brain sludge? Brain slug. Got it. Basically, yes. But gel bananas are all gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Wait, she already tried one? It had no flavor and wasn't tasty at all. Gloopy, droopy, soft, and squishy. Daru, what do you think? Soft and squishy bananas, huh? Soft and squishy. Banana. Mayushi, say your banana's all soft and squishy for me. God damn it. Daru-kun, your nose is bleeding. Please just say it. Your banana's all soft and... Don't make her say that, you perv. Daru, he retreats after I hit him with the tissue box. Mari looks at us with an innocent smile. She doesn't get it, obviously. Anyway. Dude, she's 16, dude. Alright, maybe that's age of consent, I don't know. They're gelatinous. A semi-solid state of matter. In other words, there's a possibility that intermolecular bonds were weakened. What could have partially liquefied the bananas? Oh, sorry. That was a weird intonation. I've got it! I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle, and then I cross it out and slap the board with my hand. You'll have to see what happened when you have a chance. It's just dumb. I turn to the whiteboard and write freezing in the middle, and I cross it out and slap the board with my hand. What we thought was a freezing function is actually something else. A bold statement, if I do say so myself. So why isn't anyone surprised? Now's the time to shout. What you say? Come on, don't be shy. There. Why what you say? I thought they were gonna make a all your base are belong to us joke. Or maybe it was a all your base are belong to us joke. Their reactions are pathetically weak. Mayuri probably didn't even understand half of what I said. We already knew that. Oh. The problem is, we don't know exactly what it's doing, or why it's doing it. If it's the opposite of freezing, then couldn't it be thawing them? What a silly question, Mayuri. What you're describing is just a normal microwave. Then, what is it? We don't know, and that's the problem. He's right, to be honest. I haven't a clue. In any case, there's nothing we can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibiru. There's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there. It's part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend the seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Behind me is the large, unidentified object that crashed into the building near Akihabara Station. The building is under police barricade. No one is allowed to approach, but from a distance. The object appears to be some kind of satellite. As we cross the overpass that connects the UPX and the Daibiru, I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women, a sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off. Daru, aren't you going to check out Radicon? No point. Oh wait, what the hell? I got mail. In the middle of a conversation, what's going on here? Mayuri. I'm just gonna not talk to you anymore and just check my phone. The subject is Upa. You know, I'm really sad about dropping my Upa. It's getting worse than the last year when I missed buying Fatty Jero Frog. Oh, I can choose what part to reply to. Let's reply about the Upa. I feel your pain. That thing was worth a fortune. Our precious research funds, ORZ. ORZ. Can I go back? Oh cool, I can see what the answers are. That's the one from last year, right? I thought you weren't interested. Let's send that one. It sounds less jerkish. Cool. Alright, put this phone away. Anyway, no point. Can't get close. I've been following the news online though. There's already 100 threads about it on @channel. It's huge, man. Oh, so that's why he was staring at his phone earlier. We enter Daibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor, ATF Assembly Hall. Man, feel that AC. I'm alive! Unlike the lab, Daibiru has air conditioning, yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar. About the phone wave. Name subject to change. I might have found our answer. You know, that name subject to change thing is really annoying. I won't give in that easily. Even if no other lab members use name subject to change, I will carry on until the day we decide its true name. Now's not the time. So, what's your latest ridiculous theory? What do you mean ridiculous? My genius brain considers every possibility. Even those a lesser mind would say breaks the law of nature. Don't you dare call that ridiculous. So basically, you're just pulling stuff out of your ass. You can't call that science. Daru, I have a hunch that the phone wave, name subject to change, may be the key to open Steins' gate. How's that? Steins what? You lost me back at ridiculous, man. They did a name drop for the title. Gotta be important. Probably actually true. A chime signals our arrival on the 5th floor. The elevator doors open slowly. As we step out of the elevator... Ah! I bump into someone. I quickly grab the person's shoulder to keep them from falling. I'm sorry. The Fudge-sicles? Isn't that the person who's died? What? It's a girl. And I recognize her. You... Impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Makize Kurisu. Is there something wrong? Kurisu frowns and tries to back away. I don't let go of her shoulder. My grip tightens. Ow. You should be dead. Why are you here? And you're even... There isn't a single bloodstain on her clothes, and they're the same ones she was wearing when I found her. Ghost! Yeah, seriously though. Let go, you... Yeah, I don't... I don't know why I'm grabbing on so hard. Come on, dude. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Yet as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured. Not a scratch. Hey, that hurts. Let me go. Kurisu pushes me away. Then she shoots me a wary glare. I think I've stopped. Maybe I'll start again. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief. What's wrong with you? You're okay, but that's impossible. Someone stabbed you. I saw you lying in a pool of blood. That again? Daru interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said. What do you mean, again? I mean, you sent me that email like a week ago, right? I sent you an email? Don't be ridiculous. I saw her dead just 3 hours ago. Hey, can you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine. You know, that message was kind of weird. It was dated a week after I got it, which means it came from the future. Time travel. It came from the future? That sounds like something you'd read on the internet. Daru, it's rare for you to think about such ridiculous theories. No, the date was definitely a week later. It came from the 28th. Wait, that's the day. Daru pulls out his phone and shows it to me. Received mail July 20... Wow, received July 21st, sent July 28th. Subject, trouble. Someone stab. Someone stab? That's all I sent? From the future? If he's right, that email was sent from my phone. So wait, when everything went blank, did I go back in time 7 days? Is that what happened? But I still sent something to the past? He received it on July 21st at 12:56, but it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. It was split into 3 mails. Someone stab. Bed. Makizeku. Urisu. Don't. Why did I send such short messages in 3 parts? And it looks like the 3rd email got cut off. I do recognize the content though. This is the email I sent you 3 hours ago. But I sent 1 mail, not 3, and there should be more text. Did Daru really get this a week ago? Interesting. Suddenly, Kurisu was standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. Oh right, the email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is, why is she still alive? Is she an illusion? No. An evil spirit. Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I'm a mad scientist. I timidly reach out to Kurisu's face. What am I doing? Why I do this? My fingertips stroke her hair. Feel silky. Quite the cuticles. Substance. She has substance. Of course she's not a ghost. How silly of me. Well, that disproves your theory, man. You vex nuke. Oh, Karin, I don't think that's a good idea. I poke Kurisu's cheeks with my fingers. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this, not that I've ever touched one. Hey. Wait a minute. We already touched when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. And I still doubted that she had substance? That's just proof of how confused I am. If she's alive, then what did I see back at Radikan? What was that scream that I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like that mass disappearance? That's right. She was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. This requires further oh god. This requires further investigation. What am I gonna try? Am I gonna try to freaking lift her shirt? Oh boy, it's even worse. I grab the hem of her blouse and slowly lift it. Are you trying to get yourself arrested? I just want to know the truth. I stare back at Kurisu as she trembles with anger, and I lift her blouse a little higher. What truth, you perv? You stupid? You want to die? She pushes my hand away. Louise Chan's famous line for the win. It's for science, man. You gotta understand. You gotta learn the truth. You gotta help me learn the truth, Kurisu. I'm sure she would understand that the scientific method, alright? Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Kurisu. I know what I saw. Alright, I can get through this part. No way, did you just see my Kurisu's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse down. No, you fool, not that! Earlier this afternoon, after Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, someone killed Makize Kurisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explained everything that I saw. Wait, Dr. Nakabachi? What are you talking about, Okaran? Dr. Nakabachi's presentation was cancelled. Cancelled? Yeah, because of the satellite crash. Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy? Excuse me, my name is Hyoin Kiyoma. Really, man? You're hopeless. Okay. Hyoin-san, I'd like to hear your story in more detail. It looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt that I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall. Makise-san, it's almost time. Huh? Oh, right, thank you. Kurisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room. We should go too. Go where? To hear the lecture. Duh. Ah, that. Daru follows after Kurisu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius, Makise Kurisu, need to attend a lecture like this? Okay, my guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear me speak today. She's the one giving the lecture. Japan's famous girl genius, Makise Kurisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few years ago. Of course she'd know that. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a Gossip magazine article. That's when he told me that she was going to be a guest at ATF. Yeah, man, I'm actually playing. And it's so hard to keep talking, but I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to do it till the end. Although I don't know how much more I can go for tonight. Once I see a good spot to end. I'd forgotten all about it. It's my first time giving a lecture like this, so please forgive me if I'm a little nervous. The audience is pretty mixed. It's mostly students like us, but there's also a couple of professors. And Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever, I still don't like her. This is the girl that gets stabbed at the beginning. Don't give me any spoilers, by the way. I haven't watched the anime or anything. She may have these people fooled with her timid girl act, but I learned at Radicon how cunning and aggressive she really is. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct. For today's lecture, I've been asked to speak on the subject of time travel. It's not really my area of expertise, but I'll try my best. Time travel? Oh. Let me start by saying that time travel is an absurd concept. Objection! What? Every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not the one who's gonna just sit here and listen to some genius girl's drivel. It's presumptuous for you to claim that time travel is absurd. Okaran, you magnificent fool. Sitting at my side, Daru throws me a small salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away. Okay, it's fine I guess. It'll be easier to talk in a discussion format. Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little bit pissed, but let's not mind that. But before, please listen to my thoughts on the subject. Scientists have proposed many theoretical models of time travel, but there are 11 in particular that bear mentioning. What are the major theories of time travel? I've heard about the cosmic string theory at least. The 11 theories. The first one is neutron star theory, there's neutron star theory, black hole theory, light speed theory, tachyon theory, wormhole theory, exotic matter theory, cosmic string theory, quantum gravity theory, cesium laser theory, elementary particle ring and laser theory, and Dirac antiparticle theory. Hopefully I pronounced all that right. I have no idea. Not bad. Perhaps Makize Kurisu is a worthy rival after all. However, all of these models are purely theoretical. Some of them are even contradict each other. Well, what if someone comes with a 12th model? Right, well... So apparently, from what I read, the anime is based on this game. So this game is the original, and the anime is specifically based on the true ending. So there's like multiple paths in this game that you can take, and it's based on one specific path that's considered the true ending. So this game will probably have more to it that's not cut out, because it's the original source material. But so far, I think so? Right. Well... It could be contradicted by the 13th model, now couldn't it? Damn, she just twisted my question and used it against me. Touché, genius girl. Suddenly, I feel eyes on me. Some puffed up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits, so I should back off for now. By the way, time travel to the future is available to us right now, according to Einstein's special theory of relativity. For example, let's say someone were to go to Haneda Airport and board a plane heading to Okinawa. Upon arrival, that person will be about 100 millionth of a second farther into the future than I am. What does that mean? According to the special theory of relativity, time moves slower for objects as they approach the speed of light. For example, if you could run at near the speed of light, you could reach a point where time only moves half as fast for you. If you were to keep running at that speed for 24 hours, 48 hours would elapse in the rest of the world, meaning you would jump one day into the future. Understand, Hyoin Kyoma? Gah. Why are you singling me out? I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Makize Kurisu wants to pick a fight. I wish he hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great a risk to let others know my true name. But that's not really time travel, is it? Now, a professor calmly makes an objection. True, Makize Kurisu's example isn't strictly time travel per se. I never expect an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience. Yes, you're right. The genius girl readily concedes the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. A normal 18-year-old would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. Yet, Makize Kurisu is giving off an aura of gutsiness that says, I can take this guy on. Then what about going to the past? Going to the past is possible right now. Just take a look at the sky at night. You can see lights from tens of thousands of years ago, can't you? That's not time travel either. This time a nearby student objects. Well, I was just getting started. Was it me? Or did Kurisu look a little nervous just now? Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need? The best candidates for this are cosmic strings and wormholes. A cosmic string is a string-shaped crevice with extreme mass. A string-shaped crevice. That must be how they enter our universe. But do cosmic strings really exist? Nice diagram. That's what I need. It's like the cylinder. The crevice is about as wide as an elementary particle, and at least as long as the diameter of a galaxy. It has immense mass, so it distorts space-time. If you were to travel through that distortion, you can make a full circle around the string in less than 360 degrees. In short, you can do something resembling a warp. This is called a space-time angular deficit. When you pass through an area of angular deficit, transit time becomes 0. Now we apply this to a cosmic string moving at near light speed. According to the special theory of relativity, time will flow slower for the cosmic string in relation to its surroundings. Therefore, passing through the area of angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0. In other words, you will arrive in the past after transit. If you use 2 cosmic strings, you can do a space deficit jump. If you loop back to your original location, you can return to the same time that you started revolving. And that, roughly speaking, is time travel by means of cosmic strings. By the way, just so nobody misunderstands, cosmic strings are not the same as super strings. Now then, you need... I don't even know what those are. Now then, I hope I don't need to remember all this, because I don't know how to check my tips. Alright. Now then, you need 3 things in order to travel to the past with the cosmic strings. First, the cosmic strings themselves, 2 strings to be exact. By the way, they are hypothesized to exist only where the universe is first formed, so they might be a little hard to find. Second, you would need the energy required to make them move them at near light speed. Okay. I don't know if that's how you should be saying that. How much energy do you think you'd need to accelerate something as long as the Milky Way to near the speed of the light? I'm sure it's a little more than 1.21 gigawatts. This earns a few chuckles from the audience. Is that a... No, that is a joke. Third, you need a spaceship capable... Why does that sound familiar? I don't know what that reference is. Capable of reaching these cosmic strings and returning. With the time traveler alive, of course. What do you think, Hoyoin-san? Do you care to take on the challenge of cosmic string time travel? Like that's even possible. And why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't even the one who jeered this time. Looks like Hoenn-san doesn't want to take the challenge. In that case, let's consider wormholes. They may be a little more realistic than cosmic strings. By the way, Hoenn-san, do you know what wormholes are? No, don't ask me. I'm trying to hold back here. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered. It's like a shortcut through space, right? Yes, that's correct. Whew, I got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief. There are 2 wormholes joined by a tunnel. No matter how far away the wormholes are, transit time through the tunnel is 0. But oh no, there's a problem. The wormhole tunnel suffers from supergravity and collapses as soon as it opens. So, we need something to negate the effect of gravity. So the so-called exotic matter, a substance with negative mass which repulses an other matter. Negative mass, huh? Is it something that floats if you leave it on the ground? Alright, man. Thanks for sticking around. I'm probably ending the stream soon too, so you're not gonna miss too much. Have a good night. Maybe not, but I can't, probably after all this learning, this lecture, I didn't expect to actually have to listen to all of it. Maybe not. I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kurisu raises her right fist. Say that wormhole tunnel is being squished by an invisible fist. In order to pass through, you need something that could oppose my fist's grasping force, so that I can't squish anymore. Thanks, dude. Really appreciate that. Kurisu opens her fist. If you stabilize the tunnel with exotic matter and trajectory, instantaneous travel between wormholes becomes possible. To travel through time, however, takes a little more effort. For example, let's say there's a wormhole entrance here in Akihabara, and the exit is in Los Angeles. First, we send the wormhole in LA all the way to the end of the universe, at near the speed of light, and once it's there, we yank it back to LA. How? According to the special theory of relativity, time slows down for objects moving at the speed of light, meaning the hole that returned to LA would be further in the past than the Akihabara hole. So now, if Hoenn-san jumped into the wormhole, he'd arrive in LA several years before he left. However, this still can't be called true time travel. It only seems that way. This is called the Urashima effect. I'm guessing this is going to be actually relevant to what happened with her dying. Did I go through a wormhole or something? Maybe that's a part of the mystery. The important part is to return to Akihabara from LA through the wormhole once more, since the transit time is 0. Hoenn-san will return to Akihabara several years in the past. Time travel complete. The prerequisites for wormhole travel are simpler than the ones for cosmic string travel. First, the wormhole itself. They may have existed in the universe, but no one has ever seen one. Second, the energy required to move a wormhole to the end of the universe and back at near light speed. Third, exotic matter, which by the way has not been confirmed to exist. So implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of effort. Now do you see what I meant? What I meant when I said that time travel is an absurd concept? Time travel theories are all just thought experiments. Not one of them can create a viable time machine. That is my answer. Is there anything simpler, like something you can pull out of a drawer and just use or something? I'm afraid not. A firm declaration. This is the limit of modern physics. I can't say how it might change in 10 years though. Besides, even if someone did overcome the logistical requirements, there may be other factors that prevent time travel from working. And that's because the fundamental problems concerning the principle of causality have not yet been solved. You mean time paradoxes and conservation of mass? The mass of the entire universe is constant. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would suddenly be extra mass of the extra mass of the time machine and its pilot in the past. I remember reading in a book, not a terribly reputable book, but still, that such a violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger, though. If you think that conservation of mass applies to macro systems like the universe or microsystems like atoms or elementary particles, you're mistaken. What? Is that true? Ah, she's laughing at my reaction, that little... How mortifying. Conservation of mass only applies to chemical reactions. It doesn't hold in modern physics at all. Something can come from nothing. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Then what's the problem? The time paradox of time paradoxes. In other words, the grandfather paradox. I already know what this is, I think. Oh, that thing where you kill your own ancestors before you were born? As long as this paradox never goes on... Yeah, okay. Pretty straightforward. As long as this paradox goes unsolved, time travel can never be realized. Never. What if you just don't kill them? You can't just think of it like a sci-fi movie. It's not just about your family tree. There are far greater dangers than that. Really, it doesn't seem that dangerous. Any paradox, no matter how small, could cause a total collapse of causality, relativity, and every other physical law in existence. Paradoxes are nothing more than thought experiments. They cannot occur in reality, and they should not. Nothing that even has a 0.0000001% chance of causing a paradox can happen. The universe won't allow it. Wouldn't you say that's a logical conclusion? There may be loopholes, like parallel worlds or the self-consistency principle, but these seem too much like fantasy for me to accept. Gah. I grind my teeth. When I see Makize Kurisu looking at me with her composed expression, I avert my eyes. It looks like I have no choice but to concede. Makize Kurisu truly is a genius. Man, that was a lot of information. I just generally conclude time travel things, and it is impossible because of many reasons, especially paradoxes. Alright, after the two time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture, so impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts. Wait, why am I praising her? Leaving that aside, I saw Makize Kurisu dead, and yet she is alive. My memories don't mesh with reality. And not just about Kurisu. My conversations with Daru and Mayuri didn't make sense either. Everything would be solved if I just told myself that what I saw was a dream, an illusion. It never happened. But never say never. This leaves you with no choice. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. It seems like a good place to call it with the scene switch and all, so thank you for sticking around for as long as you can. I hope this was somewhat entertaining. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually pretty curious on what the hell's going on. There's a lot of time travel stuff going on. I really want to know what's happening. I want to see if they can somehow keep this on a level where I can understand, but yeah, I'll definitely do this again. probably on Wednesday. Tomorrow I will be playing WoW and have a raid at 10. So Wednesday I can continue this, and then Thursday is another WoW day. So we'll see where we go from there. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for tuning in. VOD viewers, thank you for watching this as well. And I'll see you guys on the next stream. See ya.